Hi, I'm Melissa and I'm here at Lancaster Quilt Week and I'm with Janet Atkins, who just won our Best Hand Quilted Award. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So I love the color of this quilt. How did you come up with all the different color combinations?
It was easy. Probably easier than you think it is. I have a large stash collection of fat quarters.
Oh, okay.
Most of them were given to me on my birthday by my quilting friends online.
Oh, nice.
So when I decided to do Murdererskill as an applique quilt, I said, well, what do I have that I can put in the middle? And they said, well, I have lots of orange.
There you go.
Once I made that decision, everything else came through because of it. I decided to challenge myself a little bit and do this nice curvy border. When I got there, I said, what am I going to do now? I had bought this fabric at my local quilt shop 5 years ago.
Right.
Never had a use for it, and I said, that's going to work perfectly.
So you pretty much borrowed from your stash?
Almost entirely.
Oh,
a few
great.
things were picked up on the way. I went to Vermont and bought some of these.
The blues,
Some of the blues, because I was running out of good blues to have. My high school colors happen to have been blue and orange,
Oh,
so
nice.
using the blue was
Simple.
So,
this is an original design, so tell me, how did you come up with the concept of the flowers and the vines and the design itself?
it started as a whole cloth quilt.
Oh, okay.
I finished one by machine, which is unusual for me. It was
Sure.
about 40 inches square, and I said, well, that came out nice. Let's try and do it bigger. Let's do it by machine. Then I said, no, let's do it by hand. And then I said, well, my husband loves my work, and he's always very happy to see me working on quilts.
good.
He loves the colors I use.
That's always nice.
And I know that if I do a whole cloth, he's going to be spending the entire year and a half it takes me to quilt to say, that's boring. It's only one color. So I said, let's do it in color.
Well, it turned out beautifully. Were there any problems or obstacles you came up with?
Oh, just the ones I made for myself.
Of course.
When I did the curvy border, the last thing I did was finish these corners off because I had no idea how to do it. I wanted to have the applique go over it, so I actually appliqued these on part way, then finished it off when I got this border on.
Great.
There were a lot of times when I looked at myself and said, you're crazy, because this has got stippling in here,
Oh, yeah.
and that makes the
Pop.
purple pop. That's a lot of stippling. Believe
Yeah.
me, it's 2
Especially
stitches
on
in one
hands.
direction, 2 stitches in another.
Oh, my.
You better have a really good book on tape while you're doing it.
Yeah. Well, it's a great quilt, and you have it all hand, but you did do a little bit of
The
machine.
background squares are machine piece,
Okay.
and the reason I did that is I wanted to be able to quilt in here. On my applique,
Sure.
I usually cut behind, and if I hand piece something, I can't cut. I don't want
Right.
to cut the seam and have it unravel.
Right.
So I did these by machine. This is more stipple quilting. When we start stippling, we really go to town with it.
Well, doing it by hand, I'm impressed. So, did you use a specific thread? Is there a thread you like to use with your handwork? 'Cause these stitches are very small and very uniform.
It has a wool batting, and
Oh,
wool
okay.
is very easy to hand quilt through. It's easier to make smaller stitches.
Gotcha.
I also keep it relatively loose in the frame. A lot of hand quilters, when they start, they make the mistake of whether they use a hoop or a frame, they make it too tight.
Sure.
You can bounce a quarter and it'll go hit
Right.
the roof. Well, I like to leave it a little bit looser, and that lets you make smaller stitches when you rock the needle.
Oh, okay. Well,
As far as thread is concerned, this is all YLI hand quilting thread.
oh, nice.
This is red, and this is mint green.
Oh, okay. Well, I've definitely learned a lot, and I'm just going to start my first hand quilt. So thanks for the interview, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Well, we'd be glad to recruit you to the hand quilting group.
Great.
Thank you.